my Super Sagittarius, and welcome to your abundance reading. This is just a general reading, so please do take what resonates and toss the rest. Also, please do check out your other readings on my channel if you haven't had a chance. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, and hit that notification bell because I will be putting up love style readings a little bit later, and you don't want to miss that in case this isn't really your cup of tea, as this is abundance leaning, which is more wealth, finance, career oriented, money wise, all that great stuff. Otherwise, we'll be doing this in a past, present, future type of scenario here, and we will be using the abundance cards to get clarifiers at the end. So let's get right at it, shall we? All right, your past, your present, and your future. Please do remember that time is fluid in tarot and gender is neutral. So let's see what we got for you. All right, we got the King of Wands and the Fool in reverse. All right, so I feel like you've kind of been really putting out some big opportunities there. So I do feel like you are kind of getting on your mission. So I think you've been kind of moving in a good direction lately. So I don't see anything really negative there as far as where you're coming from. I feel like for a while you've kind of been getting at it, getting on it. King of Wands opportunity. Ooh, sorry. My cat's getting crazy here. The Fool in reverse is kind of letting me know that, you know, you're grinding on it. So you're not kind of just floating around happy-go-lucky or anything, but, you know, you are kind of grinding on it. You are kind of pushing it. So I do feel like you're doing well right now. What's that going to parlay into at the current state? And again, time is fluid, so you may already be in the current state, but let's see what we've got here. We've got Temperance, okay, which lets me know that you're kind of in the midst of kind of making some decisions, weighing some things out, kind of, you know, logically, which is very good. You know, what should you do with different things? And that may be because you have so many opportunities as the King of Wands. So, you know, let's see here. We've got the Six of Swords in reverse too. So again, this is something where it's normally where you feel like you have to get away to a safe space because, you know, you're not really feeling comfortable where you are, but you're in reverse here. So I feel like you're still kind of, I apologize for the chair squeaking so much. I need some WD-40. Anyways, this is kind of like where you're still gung-ho, right? You're moving in a great direction. You're headed forward. You're doing it. Just with the Temperance card with that kind of makes me think that maybe you're kind of deciding, you know, which way to go on certain things. Maybe you have a lot of opportunities, which is all good things, right? None of this is negative. So let's see what your future looks like. Two of Pentacles. So again, I feel like you've got more decisions. It just seems like your biggest thing here is that you have so many decisions. And then the Hierophant. And I think for a lot of you, you know, maybe these are some moral dilemmas, because you're maybe having to decide between certain things that maybe do you want to get involved in certain things with certain people? That could be the situation. We'll know a little bit more as we get some more cards here. So let me go ahead and pull another card. Can we get a card, please, on this King of Wands and the Fool in reverse? All right, we have the World card. Again, I feel like the whole world is coming to fruition for you, okay? So with the World card, it's kind of like a completion card. So what I feel here is like you know, you are basically completing one cycle. So I feel like not only have you completed something, and this may be at your job, maybe you are completing your job as far as a career in one facet, and maybe you're deciding to start your own business, because I do feel like you have really come to a very successful completion of something. It could be just a project at your job. It could be one position at your job and you're taking a promotion, or it could be that you've completed this job, this career path, and now you're starting a new one. But whatever it is, it's very successful, okay? So I feel like you've been doing amazing things. And then that's where we're coming into the Temperance. So I feel like it is giving you opportunities to make decisions. So with that completion comes the opportunity to decide, you know, what way do you want to go? Maybe you've had opportunities to go to other companies. Maybe you have opportunities to take different promotions. Maybe you are deciding, do I want to stay and take this promotion? Or do I want to start my own business? Do I want to retire? Do I want to invest in something with a partner? These kinds of things. So again, anytime you have these kinds of fantastic choices, these are all good options, right? It's nothing negative. And so you're moving directly ahead. You don't need any safe space. You're all good, right? So let's get another clarifier on that. 6 of Wands. I mean, it's just all good things. Opportunity, opportunity, opportunity to keep moving ahead, positive. So I feel like you are really on fire here. Like you're on fire. I don't know what else to tell you. Like it's just coming right at it. So let's get another one here. Okay, 7 of Swords in reverse, right? I mean, there's no issue here with feeling like you need to stress anything. You're not struggling. You're not feeling like you've left anything behind you're worried about. You're not feeling like you're carrying any burdens. You're not feeling like you're battling through. There's nothing here. I mean, everything here is like smooth sailing right through, right? I mean, the biggest thing I see here is like deciding, with the Temperance card, like, okay, do I want to do this or do I want to do that? And that's like a good decision, right? That's more like, maybe I'll just discuss it with the significant other, or which one's going to pay me the most, or, do I really want to take on something new now, or do I want to just kind of retire now? Or, I don't see a single thing here that looks in the least bit negative at all. So let's see going into the future. And again, like I said, this could be, time is fluid in tarot. So this could be a month. This could be 2 months, 3 months. But again, so we're going into the 2 of Pentacles. And with this, for some reason, I'm kind of get a feeling that you are a person who, and this is because of your past, I kind of get this feeling that you're a person that you cannot stop. You cannot, you may have somebody in your family urging you, okay, time to slow it down, time to retire, or time to, go down to something a little easier or a little bit less. And you're kind of like, or how about this? I balance this job with starting a new business, and I'll just kind of, then kind of like phase into that new business instead of just, hey, I'm going to retire. Or, you're like, I know, I'll take on more, with the intention that eventually I'll phase into that. But really, you're just not one to sit still. I kind of am getting that vibe from this. But again, it's still kind of a decision where you're just balancing things and getting to choose things and maybe do more things. It's money, money, money too. You like the money, you like to be doing stuff, you like to be working. I just see that here. And with the Hierophant, I do feel like this is something where you feel like you're spiritually not happy if you're just sitting around doing nothing. If you're not constantly doing things, going at it, you feel like you're kind of, there's a void there, right? So I feel like that's kind of where the Hierophant is at this. And I feel like it's also kind of like where, that's kind of a conundrum for you too, because you're feeling like, I don't want my, my family, my significant others, my whomever to feel like, I'm not taking their opinion into, into real thought, but at the same time, honestly, I know how I am, and I need this spiritually. I need to be doing 1,008 things. I love it. It's my passion, right? So let's get another one on that one. Knight of Cups. I just feel like, the more opportunities that are coming into you, and these are people that are coming in with, hey, let's go into this. Let's try this. Let's invest in this, or let's go in with this business, or let's try to do this, or let's try to do that. More people kind of see, hey, you're open to opportunities now. You're open to this or that now. And the more they see that, the more people are coming in with ideas. And I feel like that's going to keep coming. And I feel like you're going to keep listening to it because you really like the idea of, balancing some ideas and some things and some opportunities. And maybe I'll invest in this over here, but I'll also maybe just kind of dabble with this idea of a new business over here. Or maybe I'll stay part-time at this job over here, phasing myself out. But at the same time, I need some side things going on over here, so I'm gonna invest in that, and I'm gonna kind of also maybe buy into this, and that's just the kind of person you are, and these opportunities are going to keep coming at you. So let's get another card here on this one. Death in reverse. Yeah, you're not going to end this. this is not the end of any part of your career, your finances. You are just going to keep pounding away at this. You are just going to keep going. So even though you have already conquered one facet of a career with absolute flawless success, you are like, nope, let's just keep going. Let's just keep being more and more and more and doing the most, because I like to do the most and be the most and make the most. And, you know, death is like usually the ending of, you know, something, and you're like, yeah, no, not happening. Let's just keep doing the most. So let's get one last card on this one. King of Swords in reverse. Okay. So this is where I feel like you may start to step back, okay, a little bit. You are still the King of Swords, right? You are still going to wield that sword anytime you feel like it, any way you feel like it. You are still going to have that kingly power, especially when it comes to finances and work and relationships here. But what I do think is you're going to take a little bit more passive approach, okay? And by that, I mean, you may kind of allow some of these opportunities that are coming in, like these Knight of Cup opportunities. You may allow those to kind of take a little bit more of a heavier role in your life, your financial life, in that you may kind of be more of a silent investor in some more things, and not so silent, honestly, but less hands-on, let's say, than you normally would. Maybe you will leave the corporate world a little bit and do a little bit more of the kind of investing, and maybe just a little bit of a part-time situation, those kinds of things. So I do think you might take a little bit of a step back, and I only feel like that'll be the case because of the Hierophant up here, because of a little bit of an internal struggle with, you don't want to have the void of not having your hand in the cookie jar on everything, all times, things going on, but also you don't want to upset your loved ones with just constantly pounding away. They may be worried about your, you know, your heart, your, you know, your mind, your time, your effort, you know, like, okay, you're just wearing yourself down, you're working yourself into submission, you know, you're working your life away, that kind of thing. And they just don't want you to do that. They're just looking out for you, and you realize that. So it may be something like that, where you're kind of like, oh, okay, I'm weighing it, you know. But I still think you're very, very much this King of Swords. You're just taking a little bit more of a hands-off approach, ever so slightly. You know, you're still so much into it. You just may not be on a specific clock, you know, so that it looks a lot less like you're involved than maybe you even are. At least you're pacifying those around you that you love. So at least kudos for that. But I definitely think you are just such a go-getter, and you just love the challenge of it, and you love the investment of it, and you love the finances of it, and you love to the rewards of it. And you know, you've been that way since jump. You know, you won't even here, when you could be the fool, kind of being happy-go-lucky and kind of just wandering aimlessly and enjoying the fruits of your labor. You're not going to do it. It's not who you are. So I feel like you're just ready to rock this, and you're going to do it one way or another. And if you have to play the game for your family to make them happy and appeased, you're going to do that. You know, it reminds me of was it Meet the Fockers or whatever, where he's like pretending to be retired, but he's like an undercover CIA agent or something like that, but he's pretending to be like just a good old dad, you know, but he's like doing all this undercover espionage stuff or whatever, something like that. I feel like that's like your personality, and it's like Robert De Niro in that, I think it was. But anyway, okay, so we're going to do a past, present, future on the abundance. I'll get it out here in a minute. Help me out here. Okay. The abundance card here, awakening. Okay. Anyways, awakening here. And I do feel like this awakening is like you have kind of come out of an awakening with this once you've completed your whatever it was that you were doing here, whether it was a job task, whether it was completing the highest level you could at a certain position in your company, whether it was, reaching a goal of your own personally, you've kind of come to an awakening that you've done what you set out to do there, and now it's time for something new. And I definitely think that's what's happened as you come into the Temperance card with deciding, okay, what is it that I want to stick my toe into next? And again, literally, that's what the Temperance card is about. It's kind of like, what is it that I'm sticking my toe into next? What is it I want to decide on? How do I want to balance this out? And a lot of it for you is balance. What do I want to balance it out with, to not make my family think that I've lost my mind because I'm pouring my life into working away, and what is it that, I want to keep working my life away because I love it, right? An inner child. And I think this is you. This is just who you are. Your inner child finds joy in your accomplishments, in your work, in, winning, getting it done well, getting it done right, succeeding, being able to be the best, being able to make that money, being able to get that, that goal accomplished, whatever it may be, getting able to watch that investment come through, watch that job, seen to finality, whatever it may be. And I think that is who you truly are. And that's why you have this difficulty with just kind of like cutting it loose and letting it go, because that is what makes your inner child sing. That's truly who you are. I really believe that. And over here we have outrageous openness. And I think for you, it is outrageous openness for you to take any step back whatsoever, to let anybody have any sort of say, to let anybody have any hands on here with this like Knight of Cups kind of taking a little bit. Now, do I think you're really truly allowing as much openness as it appears, or are you kind of just putting up that facade? I don't know. But I do think you are doing the best you can to allow some control over to other people. You are stepping back as much as you can, which is outrageous openness for you, because you are a hands-on person for a lot of this. That's just what you like to do. You like to be hands-on. You like to be in the trenches, knowing that it's getting done, knowing that you were on it. You were, your name was all over that. You were the one handling it. You were the one getting it done. You were the one seeing it to fruition, all of that good stuff. So I do think it's outrageous openness that you found ways to juggle this in a sense that you were able to step away in some regards, but still be fully immersed in things that you enjoy and love in the business realm, the finance realm, the abundance realm, and that opportunity. So I do think that you found a way to get it done. So kudos to you, and also keep the peace in your home and your family. So double kudos to you, because that's hard to do. But I think no matter how you slice it, you are just going to be an overachiever here. I feel like that's what I see here. I feel like you are going to just be banging it out, overachieving, doing the things. Opportunities are going to keep coming at you. And that's always going to be the case. People see that you are no nonsense go-getter, and they're going to keep coming at you for opportunities, especially when they see that you are open to those opportunities now because of the approach that you're taking. They are going to want to do that. And you're a very, very, very intelligent person with that, and who to trust and who not to trust with your stuff. So no worries there. I do not see that as being even close to the case of anything I need to warn you about doing your due diligence or anything like that. I don't even think that's something that needs to be said here for you personally, like I normally would in one of these readings if that was the case. But, I think that you are completely good to go. I think everything here is going to be fantastic for you. I cannot see a negative here for you. I really, truly cannot. So I think your inner child is going to be screaming with joy throughout this. So hopefully this works out for you like this, because this is beautiful. So just do you, and have a great one. So please do like, subscribe, share, all that other great stuff. If this resonated with you, please do drop a comment. I would love to know you know, if this is how things are going for you, and teach me, you know, your ways, because I want to be more like that. So anyway, have a great one, and I'll see you back soon. Bye.